I read this one for a book club in, did I say January? This is February. Shit. February. Try this again. Hey everyone. It is that time for my monthly what did I read, did I like it, and would I recommend it? With a yes, no kind of, and a yes, no maybe. Today we're doing the books that I read in February of 2025. My goal is to catch up so that by the end of the year, all the months are done and I can do my year-end review. So, anyway, let's get started. The first one we have is Once Upon a Broken Heart by Stephanie Garber. This is book one in a series. The answer is kind of yes, maybe yes. I didn't dislike it, but it wasn't my favorite either. So much so that I don't know that I would finish the series. Honestly, I don't really know what I think about this book. I just know that I kind of liked it, and I didn't hate it, that's for sure. So yeah, yeah. So next we have The Forgotten Earth by Brylan O'Neill. And if you have never seen any of my videos, then you have no idea what thoughts on this book are. The answer is yes, I loved this book. And yes, I would most definitely recommend it to pretty much anybody. If you like magic, you're going to like this book. The magic system is so unique. It's different. It's interesting. The characters are interesting. I really enjoyed the growth of Willow in particular, but I also liked Liam and Olivia as well. Like, they were just all great characters, and the story, the way that it built, and the way that we start to learn about the magic system and not just have it shoved down our throats I loved it. There's nothing bad I could say about this. I'm actually really excited to read the whole series. Next is Quicksilver by Callie Hart. And yes, I did like this book. Yes. And whether or not I would recommend it is a maybe, and here's why. Hear me out. It gets quite spicy. And some people are just not about the spice life. So for that reason, it's a maybe yes. If you don't care about spice, like me, then yes, I really enjoyed this book. Was it worth the TikTok hype? Maybe. Maybe. The magic system, or just the magic itself, the world itself, is just interesting. Kingfisher, the MMC, some people hate him, and I don't understand that. I love him. He's gruff, but he's also sweet, and that sweetness gets overlooked a lot, and it's kind of annoying, actually. Everlane just kind of, because she's captured, she's a prisoner, I guess. I guess she kind of sees him as just a grumpy, mean, dispassionate, uncaring guy, and he's not like that at all. And as readers, we can see that. So Kingfisher, one of my favorite characters. Everlane, she gets better as the book goes on, and I think one of my favorite characters is Carrion. He is very underrated, I think. I would be interested in a Carrion book. Yes and yes. Next is One Dark Window by Rachel Gillig. This is a yes and a yes. This is another very interesting magic system. It's a magic system dealt in cards. So without the cards, you don't have magic, and that to me is so interesting. You have Elspeth, who's the FMC. She's interesting. She's just interesting, and the nightmare in her head, the nightmare in her banter, it's cute and it's funny, and I really enjoyed it. The MMC Raven is, I don't know, his and Elspeth's int- interactions, yeah, interactions are, they're just, they're fun and they're cute, and I don't know, I just really enjoyed this book a lot. Metal Slinger by Rachel Schneider. I mean, just look at that. Look at that. Okay, so the answer to this is yes and yes. There's a lot going on in this book, and the end is what broke the internet. And it really, it is, this is a book that's worth the hype. The story itself is really good, but the ending just killed my brain. Like, so once again, the world is just interesting. Um, I know there's magic. It's just the world in general, and this is interesting. The FMC Bryn, you don't know if she's who we think she is or she's somebody else. Like, Acker, is he her captor or is he her savior? Oh, Messer. Messer is a secondary character, and he is just, he leaves an impression. He's not in the story very much, but he leaves an impression. And when a book has secondary characters that leave an impression, I like that. So again, the interactions between Bryn and Acker at the beginning are just so funny. It's almost like siblings fighting, kind of, or like people who are dating who are just kind of getting sick of each other. It's very amusing, and then watching their relationship grow, I also enjoyed that as well. Now Kai is her best friend, but is he really? Like, I definitely recommend this book, and I am so excited. I think it's April of next year. I have to wait for the second book to come out, but I'm excited for it. So this is a yes and yes. Is Everyone Hanging Out With Me and Other Concerns by Mindy Kaling. This is a yes and a yes. I do enjoy memoirs. Memoirs are not something that I immersive read. However, I do prefer the audio versions of memoirs because it's in that person's voice. And anybody who knows Mindy Kaling knows she is hilarious. I love her as an actress, but this book gives me so much more than who she is as an actress. It gives you who she is as a person, and I love that. Would I recommend this? Yes, especially if you are a memoir person. If memoirs aren't your thing, or even worse, if Mindy Kaling holds no interest to you whatsoever, then no, I probably wouldn't recommend this. But if you like Mindy and you like memoirs, then yeah, I would say this, yeah, I would recommend this. Better Than the Movies by Lynn Painter. This is a yes and a yes simply because it is a good time. The cover is kind of misleading in my opinion, because like these things, I don't think these things happen. I don't remember them happening, and I feel like that kind of confused me when I was reading it. Was like, well, when is this gonna happen? When is this gonna happen? When is this gonna happen? You know, like, and they don't. Now the movies are, I don't even think all of the movies that these scenes are from are mentioned in the book, now that I think about it. Anyway, all that aside, yes, I do recommend it because I did like it, and it's just cute. It's just a fun, cute read. Perfect for like spring or the start of summer, the end of winter. Like, it's a cute read. Not So Meet Cute by Megan Quinn. This was a yes and a yes. The last Megan Quinn book I read was kind of like, But this one was better. I liked this one. Now, I'm going to take back my would I recommend it from a yes to a maybe yes. This one is again based on if you don't like spice of any kind, don't read this book. This one is not as spicy as some other ones, for sure, but it is a little bit spicy. So maybe, but otherwise, absolutely. It was a fun, cute read. Wait Till Helen Comes by Mary Downing Hahn. A ghost story. Did I like this book? So for me, it was just meh. The idea was good, and I would love to see this in a movie, like a full-length movie. But for me, I kind of liked it. Once I put it into my head that, yo, this is a kid's book, calm down a little bit. I went from not really liking it to, okay, yeah, maybe I might have liked that. Would I recommend it? Yes and no. I would recommend it to kids. Like, I would say my niece and nephew, yeah, go ahead and read this. To an adult, not unless you are going into it 100% keeping in mind that it is a kid's book. It is going to be a little slow and boring for what we are used to reading. It's a kid's book, for crying out loud. So that's the last book that I read. That's book number 9 for February. I really enjoyed doing this video, and I look forward to doing more with you. If you read any of these books, I would love to know what your thoughts are on the books. Do you agree with what I have to say? Do you disagree with what I have to say? I'd love to know. Put it in the comments below. And yeah, that's it. Until next time, my friends, stay safe, enjoy a good book, and I will see you in the next one. Doodles!